Welcome to Dreamy Tales, your bedtime haven. Prepare to embark on a journey of tranquility and relaxation. I'm here to weave enchanting stories that will gently guide you into a restful night's sleep. Subscribe and let the soothing whispers of Dreamy Tales be your nightly companion. Luna's Magical Rainbow Adventure. Chapter 1. Luna's Calling. The starry sky stretched endlessly above the Peruvian Andes, a tapestry of light guiding Luna's wondering gaze. From her spot on the hillside, the young llama peered up at the celestial dance playing out above the silhouetted mountains. Something stirred deep within her chest as she took in the pinpricks of light, feeling an itch for discovery beyond these misty peaks she had always called home. But for now, the rest of the herd dozed off into slumber for the night. Luna remained awake, the mysterious pull of the unknown kindling a sense of longing in her soul. What lay beyond their familiar grazing lands? Were there places yet to be explored, creatures yet to meet, lessons still left to learn? She felt it in her bones. This valley, though beautiful, was not the limit of her world. There were adventures awaiting, if only she found the courage to search for them. Morning light roused the herd from sleep. As the others went about their usual routines of grazing and play, Luna's mind wandered further than usual. She watched them bounce around joyfully, but couldn't shake the inkling that it was time to leave the safety of the fold. When the sun reached its peak, Luna made her choice, mustering her resolve. She would go where the stars led her, to see over the next horizon and what mysteries may await. But first, she had to say goodbye. Luna approached her mother quietly as the older llama chewed on grass. "Mama, I must tell you something," she began, ears drooping with hesitation. When she finished explaining her calling to the unknown lands beyond, her mother only nodded knowingly. "Every young one must find their path, Mija. Follow where your spirit guides you bravely, but know that you will always have a home with us." Reassured, Luna felt peace settle over her anxious heart. She turned to gaze one last time at the valley that had been her whole world, committing its beauty to memory before setting off through the tall grass. Thus began Luna's journey into lands unknown, carrying with her the blessings and lessons of home as she embarked on the next chapter, one filled with untamed wonder. Chapter 2. The Great Beyond. Luna picked her way carefully down the rocky slopes, the craggy mountains rising up all around her. Though the grazing lands had become hilly and unfamiliar, she pressed on with determination. Where the stars had once been her only companions, now birds of every hue flitted through the trees. Their songs lifted Luna's spirits as she took in the rainbow of colors, from robins, red as the setting sun, to parrots, green as new leaves. Reaching a rushing stream, she paused to drink the clear water. Yet, as she bent down, a splash and startled cry came from the trees. Peering up, Luna saw a group of curious monkeys bounding between branches, chattering and tossing nuts at one another in play. One little fellow, having lost his grip, scrambled onto the shore beside Luna and shook droplets from his fur. Nervous at first, Luna gave a gentle smile and offered what remained of her berries. The monkey cocked his head, considering, before snatching the gift and returning to his kin with a smile of his own. Heart warmed by the encounter, Luna continued her hike with new spring in her step. But as the terrain grew steeper, she found herself alone once more as the monkeys disappeared into the canopy. Tall cliffs now rose up on either side of the narrowing path, the rushing river beneath growing louder. Luna paused, ears drooping in uncertainty. How would she cross to the other side? Just then, a splash and hiss drew her attention above. On a jutting ledge, a plump snake slithered into view, fangs bared as if ready to strike. Frozen in place, Luna could only watch helplessly as it began to coil, preparing to lunge, when suddenly, a broad shape swooped from the sky with a hoot. Talons snatched the snake mid-lunge, carrying it shrieking into the clouds. Luna released a breath she didn't realize she was holding. A wise old owl had come to her rescue. When he returned, Owl, Mateo, as he introduced himself, hopped down to perch on a boulder beside Luna. It seems we both found ourselves in a spot of trouble, no? But no need for fear now, my dear. I am happy to be your guide through these misty slopes. And so, under Mateo's guard, Luna continued on her journey, feeling blessed to join a new friend's side as her adventure truly began. Chapter 3. Unlikely Companions. The afternoon sun hung low in the sky as Luna and Mateo trekked on. While the juniper forests appeared endlessly twisting, her companion kept their spirits light with tales from his many seasons observing the mountains. Luna saw anew the magic hidden all around, from secret paths through the brush to glimpses of shy deer peering from cover. Further peaks seemed less daunting thanks to Mateo's guidance. Yet as shadows stretched long, Luna's weary legs began to slow. Mateo hooted in understanding, extending a wing to usher her into a sheltered grove. Here they might rest safely for the night. But as Luna nibbled grass to regain strength, rustling leaves drew her alert. Bright eyes peered from the ferns, mischievous and curious. "Who dares disturb my nap?" called a voice from the bush. Out padded a stocky fox with reddish fur, yawning widely to showcase long fangs. Luna stiffened, but Mateo only chuckled. "Fret not. This lazy hunter means no harm. Zorro, come say hello to our new companion." The fox slunk over, tail flicking playfully as he sniffed Luna's woolly coat. "Any friend of old Featherbutt is a friend of mine," he declared, darting nimbly around her hooves. Before long, Zorro regaled them with tales of his past antics, from outwitting hunters to stealing melons right from under farmers' noses. His spirited stories and jokes kept weariness at bay long into the starry night. When dawn brightened the canopy, Luna stirred feeling restored. She bade goodbye to her new friends with gratitude for their shelter and company. Though their paths now diverged, she felt her courage rise, knowing allies existed in these mountains. With Mateo's lessons in mind, and Zorro's playful spirit lifting her heart, Luna strode onward down the forest trail with renewed will. Whatever awaited beyond these roots and boulders, she would face bravely thanks to the unlikely bonds forged along the way. Chapter 4. Mountain's Peak. The rocky path grew ever steeper as Luna climbed. Ice-capped peaks rose high above the forest sea, beckoning the adventurous trio onward. Stone turned to scree beneath their footsteps, the air growing thinner with each ascent. Yet wherever the road proved challenging, Luna found strength in fellowship. When a landslide blocked the route, together the friends persevered. Though exhausted, Zorro's lively tales buoyed their spirits through breaks. Mateo's keen eyes ever scanned for safe paths forward. With teamwork, all obstacles were overcome. At last, as the sun touched distant horizons, Luna glimpsed their goal through thinning mists. At the summit, triumph awaited. Scaling one final slide of pebbles, the travelers emerged onto a lofty alpine meadow. All around stretched sweeping vistas of saw-toothed mountain silhouettes against a majestic sky, while lush grasses formed a soft carpet underfoot. For a breathless moment, Luna simply gazed, awestruck by towering peaks, piercing swirling clouds like divine sentinels. But her wonder only grew at what came into focus beyond the overlook. Where the mountains dropped away, suspended above an abyss, floated a shimmering rainbow bridge, its dancing colors flowing endlessly into a veil of iridescent mists. Luna could hardly believe what mysteries may lie beyond that ethereal crossing. What magical lands waited if only one found the courage to cross? Her reverie broke at a squeak. Zorro, having climbed too close to the precipice's edge, scrabbled for purchase as stones crumbled away. With a cry, Luna darted forward, grasping his scruff firmly in her teeth before hauling the shaking fox to safety. Mateo gave an approving hoot as Zorro licked Luna gratefully, awestruck by her bravery. "It seems our friend has more courage than even she knows," the owl remarked. As the sun dipped behind distant crags, painting the peaks rose and gold, Luna felt a surge of conviction fill her heart. This mountain summit had unlocked glimpses of wonders untold. Now, fate had delivered her to stand at the threshold of an even greater adventure beyond all imagining. Whatever magical realm existed on the other side of that rainbow, she knew in her soul it was calling her name. Chapter 5. New Beginnings. With the dawning of a new day, Luna awoke on the mountaintop to find Mateo and Zorro already astir, deep in conversation as they gazed into the veil of mist. A tendril of rainbow light broke through, illuming their faces with its shimmering glow. As Luna joined them, Zorro turned with a cheeky grin. "Well, Lamb Chop, it seems your hero's work is done," he declared, earning an affectionate nip from Luna. Mateo hooted sagely. "Indeed, our friend has journeyed far thanks to keen spirit and stalwart heart. But the true adventure has only begun beyond that colorful curtain, should you embrace what awaits with courage unbound." Luna sighed, stealing one last glance at the lush valleys unfolding endlessly below, committing the sweeping vistas to forever memory. Though she would miss these misty mountainsides, in her heart lay a knowing. Her destiny called from new horizons. She stepped forward purposefully and gazed into the veil, breathing deep to still fluttering nerves. "This is where we must part ways, dearest companions," Luna announced, turning to her friends with a smile. "You have guided me to realms of understanding and fostered a belief in possibilities beyond imagining. I can never thank you enough for your friendship and lessons that will stay with me always. But now, I go to embrace what mysteries my brave heart is drawn toward, walking proudly in the gifts you helped me find within." Mateo and Zorro nodded, pride glowing in their eyes. "Farewell, young Luna. May guidance, courage, and curious spirit forever light your path," Mateo hooted. "And don't be a stranger. You'll always find a welcome with this mangy beast," Zorro added with a chuckle and wink. With heart so full it might burst, Luna embraced them fondly one final time. Steeling her resolve, Luna stepped through the veil and gasped. Pastel plains stretched as far as the eye could see, dotted with puffy clouds like frothy milk. Rainbows arched overhead as Luna explored new horizons, the magic of this place seeping into her very bones. Whatever challenges may arise, she now faced them buoyed by the treasures of friends, experiences, and strength found along her amazing adventure. Her future beckoned beyond measure, and Luna greeted it with hope, wonder, and belonging. As the stars twinkle above, it's time for Dreamy Tales to bid you good night. May the soothing echoes of our stories linger in your dreams, offering you a serene escape. Until we meet again under the moonlit sky, sleep tight and sweet dreams.